Let's see, today is Wednesday, June the 9th, 1993. The time is 3:15 p.m. We're in the Patriot Mini Storage offices belonging to Don Bray of the Marion Police Department. Present is myself, Inspector Gary Gitchell, also Aaron Hutcheson, and also Aaron's mother, Vicki. And the reason I'm here is I understand, Aaron, that you've been talking to Mr. Bray. Mm-hmm. And you and Mr. Bray are pretty good buddies, and you've been talking to him and telling him about some things. And, of course, I talked with you a while back, and you told me some things then. And I understand there are some more things you want to tell us. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Okay. You want to just start off from the beginning and tell me what you have been talking about, okay? Okay, go ahead. Just tell me from the beginning.
Tuesday, Jesse told me that something was going to happen to my friends.
Okay, Jesse told you that? Mm-hmm. And that's, you know Jesse's last name?
Miss Kelly.
Okay. Did he tell you what was going to happen?
Mm-mm.
Did you have any idea, or did you think about what might happen? Okay. So what happened after that? He told you Tuesday something was going to happen. So tell me what happened after that. Did you go anywhere, or just go ahead and tell me about it? Tell me the story.
He told me that something was going to happen to my friends. He said, Wednesday, he said, about after that, he said, you get your friends and I'll get mine, and we'll go down there and do something.
Okay. And when were you supposed to meet down there?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay. Now, the Wednesday that you're talking about, is that the day before that the police found your friends?
It was the day they got killed.
Okay, the Wednesday, the day they got killed. Okay. So did you go down there? You didn't go to Robin Hood?
I didn't go, but Michael, Chris, and them, they asked if I could go, and my mom said no, and I went home and got on my bike and went down to Robin Hood.
Okay. So your mother picked you up from school, is that right? Okay. And she wouldn't let you go down there. So you went home with your mother, and you live, where do you live at now?
Highland Park.
Okay. So you're telling me you got on your bicycle? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And where did you go to?
Robin Hood.
Okay. Did anyone go with you to Robin Hood? Okay. Did you meet anybody when you got to Robin Hood?
Mm-mm.
Were you the first one there?
No, I just seen Michael and Chris there.
All right, where were they at when you first saw them? The very first time you saw them that day, where were they at?
They were behind a tree.
Okay. What were they doing behind the tree?
Watching Jesse and some other men.
Okay. And what were these other men doing?
They were talking.
Okay. Then when your two friends, well, three friends, did you know the branch boy? Did you know Stevie? And of course, did you know Chris? Okay. And you knew
Michael.
You knew Michael. Okay. And all three of them were your friends. Were all three of them there when you came up on your bicycle?
I only seen Michael and Chris. I didn't see Steve.
Okay. Was he there at all?
Mm-hmm.
Where was he at?
With Jesse.
Where was Jesse and Steve at?
Close to Blue Big Truck Stop.
Tell me what they were doing.
Steve came in late, and he seen Jesse and started running, and then he caught Jesse. He caught Steve.
Jesse caught Steve? Okay. And then what happened?
Then he took him back to his place.
Where the other guys were at? Okay. Did the other guys see your other two friends then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what happened then?
They took him and then they killed him.
Okay. What did they do to the boys? Your friends?
They snapped him.
Okay. How many of the guys had a knife?
I seen all of them with one.
Okay. Did they see you?
I ran, and Jesse caught me, and then I got away. Then he caught me again, and he tied me up, and I stayed there for about 40 seconds and got untied.
How did he tie you up?
With the rope.
With the rope? Show me how he tied you.
Tied my hands like this and my feet down like this.
Okay. Did he have this rope with him? Where did he get the rope from?
They found it.
Do you know where they found it at? Okay. So they tied you up, and
then they left, and then I got untied. And that was the whole thing.
Okay. Did they do anything to you?
They didn't do anything to me, but just tied me.
Okay. Did they touch you anywhere? They didn't hurt you at all?
They couldn't hurt me because I kicked every one of them with my feet just like this, tied up.
So you were there when they were hurting your friends? Tell me about that, okay?
They got stabbed.
Do you know where they got stabbed at? Where'd they get stabbed?
Michael and Chris got stabbed in the neck, and Steve, he ran, and one of the men had a knife holding it like this, and Steve ran and tripped, and he fell on his knees, and then one of the men moved his knife down and stabbed him in the stomach.
Okay. Did they have all their clothes on?
They got took off.
How did their clothes get took off?
They pulled the clothes off.
Now somebody pulled the clothes off of your friends? Who pulled the clothes off?
Jesse pulled off Steve's. Jason, he pulled off Michael's, and one of them other men, I don't know, pulled off Chris's.
Okay. Did you see those guys tie your friends up? How did they tie your friends up?
The feet and hands together.
Okay. How do you know what they used to tie them up with?
Rope.
Okay. Do you know where the rope came from?
They just found it.
Okay. They didn't do what when they took their clothes off of them. What did they do with their clothes when they took them off?
They threw them.
You know where they threw them at?
I think they hid them.
Okay. When you got away, what were your friends doing?
They were already in the water.
How did they get in the water?
The men pushed them in the water.
Okay. Why do you know why they didn't hurt you? Did they say anything to you?
They said that if I told them that they would kill me.
Why do you think they let you go?
They didn't. I got away.
Did you tell your mom about it? Well, why didn't you tell your mom?
I don't know.
You know, when we talked to you the other day, you didn't tell us about this, did you? Why didn't you tell us about it?
Because I was afraid of Jesse seeing me and that they were looking for him and that he would kill me.
But did you actually see the boys put your friends in the water? You did see them do that?
Mm-hmm.
And you were still tied up right then?
I got untied about 40 seconds.
Have you told anybody else about this? You know, you told Mr. Bray about it, right? You told Mr. Bray first. Is that right? Did you tell your mama before you told Mr. Bray? What did you tell your mother you just wanted to talk to Mr. Bray? I mean, how did you wind up coming down and talking to Mr. Bray about this the other day?
I don't know. He asked me and I told him.
Okay. Have you seen the stuff on the TV about all of this? You been watching TV about it? Okay. These guys, the guys that you just said, you called them by name. Do you know their names?
I know Jesse, Damien, and Jason.
Okay, how do you know them?
They always, Jesse lived close to us, which was Bubba's cousin, and Bubba always talked to Damien and Jason.
So you knew them before all this stuff happened? And Jesse wanted you to come down there? But he didn't tell you why to come down there?
Mm-mm.
Has Jesse said anything to you after this all has happened?
Mm-mm.
He's not said anything to you? Has he been over at your house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many times has he been to your house?
I don't know how many times he's been over there.
And he never said anything to you? Do you know what time it was when you got over there and met your friends there?
not this exact same time.
Okay, but you don't know when it was at all?
About a 3.
Well, I believe your mother would have been picking you up from school about that time.
About a 3, and then she picked me up, and then I went home.
Okay, so it was after you got out of school and your mother took you home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did your mother go somewhere? Well, how did you get on your bicycle and leave without your mama knowing it?
I just got on my bike and started riding.
Tell me how you get there on your bicycle.
I went underneath the black bridge, and that black bridge where that train comes.
Uh-huh.
And I went up the service road. I got the loaves and I think I turned that away, and I found Blue Lincoln truck stop and put my bike behind there.
Okay. What kind of bike you got?
A Molly, but it got torn up after that.
It did? Aaron, let me ask you something, okay? And I want you to look at me when I ask you this, okay? Are you telling me the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how can I be sure you're telling me the truth?
I don't know.
See, I really wished you had told me this a long time ago. It would have made things a lot easier, really. You know it? And how come you didn't tell me now? No? Did Jesse do anything to you?
He abused me.
Okay. Tell me what he did to you, okay? Maybe we can help straighten things out. Tell me what he did. It's okay. It's okay.
He caught me down and then tied me, and he abused me of killing me.
He what?
He abused me of killing me.
Okay. What exactly did he do to you, though? You can tell me about it. It's okay. None of this is your fault. None of this is your fault, okay? You didn't do anything wrong.
He tried to cut me.
Where did he try to cut you?
It was on my side, but he didn't get it. Was about that much close when I was trying to cut me.
Did he do anything else to you?
I kicked him, and then he started running, and he didn't come back.
Did he mess with you in any way? I know some of this stuff's hard to talk about. I know it bothers you, and you've been thinking about it a lot. But the only way that we can straighten all this old mess out is to get the truth from you. And Arian, we need the truth from you. Because it's real know, but it's real important. And if anybody did anything to you, I want you to tell me about it, okay? Because we don't want it to happen anymore. Okay? And you did not do anything wrong. You're only 8 years old. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not your fault. Okay? But it's really important that you can tell me about it. If anything else happened. Okay? So did anything else happen? Anything else happen there, partner?
Jeffrey, cut off the private spot.
Who did they do that to?
Michael.
Okay. Did they touch you? Okay. Tell me how they did, okay? And it's okay. Nobody's going to bother you anymore. Okay? Nobody's going to hurt you. Nobody's going to bother you anymore. You got your little guardian angel right there. What did they do to Aaron?
They touched me on my private spot.
Okay, on your private spots they touched you? Did they touch you on the front of your privates? And right in here? Okay. How did they do? Tell me how they did that. So I can understand how they did that.
They just touched it.
Okay. With their hands? Did they do anything else? Did they mess with your bottom? They didn't mess with your bottom? Did they hurt you on your private spot? Tell me how they hurt you. Let me ask you something. Could you talk better about this if your mama wasn't sitting right here? Okay. I didn't know if it might bother you telling me this with your mom sitting here. I didn't know if it might be a little bit easier to talk about. But it's okay with Mama sitting here. You can talk about it with Mama here. Okay, that's good. You ought to be able to tell your Mama anything. You know it? Tell me what they did to hurt you. Okay?
They hit my leg with the rock.
With the rock? Okay. Did they have anything else in their hands? Did they have their private parts out? They didn't? Did they have their clothes on? Okay. They never did take their clothes off, the other guys?
when they raped Michael, Chris, and Steve.
They take all their clothes off? Were they going to do the same thing to you?
But they didn't.
They didn't do that to you? Aaron, how do I know everything you're telling me is true? You're not, are you making this up? You're not making it up? Do you know about this knife that Jesse had? Tell me about that knife.
He gave it to me.
You did? You still have it? What'd you do with it?
Kristen gave it to Don Bray.
Who gave it to Don Bray?
Kristen.
Christy? Okay. Christy's a friend of yours?
My cousin.
Okay. And how did Christy get it?
I had it and she took it from me.
How did you wind up with that knife?
Jesse gave it to me.
Well now, how did Jesse give you that knife?
It was his.
But you got away from him, didn't you? So when did he give you the knife?
He gave it. He didn't give it to me. I got up. I got out and I didn't get. I rolled over and got Jesse's knife and uncut it with that knife. And whenever I did, I took it with me and brought it to Jesse, and he gave it back to me.
Okay. Which one of your friends was put in the water first?
Michael.
Michael was? And who was put in second?
Chris.
And who was the last one?
Steve.
Okay. Were they still tied up when they put them in the water? Were they?
Mm-hmm.
And tell me again how they were tied up?
The feet and hands were tied up together.
Okay. Show me how that happened.
The hands and feet were tied up together like that.
Okay. You got some string or something that you can... I'll let you show me how that was done, okay? Okay, it's 3:45 p.m. and Aaron is needing to go to the restroom, so I'm going to pause the tape at this time. Okay, the time is 4:21 p.m. Wednesday, June the 9th, 1993. And Aaron's got something here. He's going to show me how the tying was done. Okay?
The hands and feet were tied together inside, not just like this.
Okay. So their hands and feet were tied together? Is that what you're telling me? Okay. was it, oh, was, show me again now. You had, let's pretend this hand's tied, okay? And when this hand's tied, where did the rope go to?
His feet.
To his feet. And then if this one was tied, where did it go to?
To his feet.
So did it go like from here to here?
It went just like this. They tied it in a knot, and it had the feet and arms to go like this.
Did they have their clothes on? They didn't?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Aaron. Did maybe Jesse tell you all about this later on? When you were really, really there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a promise. You were really, really there, right? That's a promise to me. You're not telling me a story, right?
Right.
Okay, because me and your buddies, and you're not going to tell me a story now, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want you to. Okay, I'm going to stop this tape. It is 4:23 p.m. June the 9th, 1993.